All I want is for you to rise up, so don't stop. This here is our heritage and culture. Too many try to rip it to pieces just like a vulture. We give you thanks and praise. We give you thanks and praise. The peace we feel. We give you thanks and praise. And you keep it real. We give you thanks and praise. For the sun and moon. We give you thanks and praise. What he's done for you. We give you thanks and praise. For your love and truth. We give you thanks and praise. For your coming soon. We give you thanks and praise. 24/7, 365. Yes, yes, yo. They keep it alive in the heavenly. Celebrating the revelry. I bet it's never when I get to it heavily. We're celebrating you life that was given to Christ, that was risen. This life won't be hidden. We're gonna shine and bright as we're living this life purpose. You impress with fire and rhythm. We're celebrating you life that was given to Christ, that was risen. This life won't be hidden. We're gonna shine and bright as we're living bright and rhythm. Holding it back, ready to release and spring the remedy for a deadly disease. I'm not a modern classic, I'm a box of matches. I'm not a little girl with the promise of magic. Not so quick, but if I come with the gases, just stop and imagine what could possibly happen. And no property damage, check your lexicon, it's the metaphor for trying to get beyond just settling score. When I start getting going to remember more, the legacy war, the treasure of sword, what evidence left for it, that's supposed to be more, but measure is short. I'm ready to get caught, as I went in the storm, that's the center of call, that's the high the rushes, and all the extent of the fall. At the end of it all, we gotta exit that door. It's like the wedding night, pressure to the floor, like strength to the core, like never before. It's his token track, this how we get back. They can't ignore my gratitude, know it's a fact, okay?
Now, can you give us a brief overview of what the Christian hip-hop scene is like in the States at the moment?
Well, there's a whole bunch of different things going on right now. You've got really a little bit of everything. Pretty much any subgenre of hip-hop you can think of is pretty well being covered by believers. You'll see shows in clubs, churches, wherever. You hear a lot of music that I like and a lot of music that I don't like. So it's a little bit of everything going on right now. There is a lot of struggle to get people together to work together and do things, but it's changed a lot in the last 10 to 15 years to where before if you weren't in certain cities you didn't know what was going on, and now I think with the internet and a lot of people being willing to help each other out, that there's more of a scene, I guess.
Yeah. Nice. And so tell us about Uprock, Elect, and Sphere of Hip Hop.
Okay. Uprock was a hip hop label that I ran out in Seattle for a couple years, from about 2001 to 2003. We put out about 35 albums, and I think to date the label's sales are approaching 1 million total. So it was pretty cool. God was very generous in leading me to that job. I was hired with a semester left in college and no experience. I'd only put out 3 records before: Marzil, Raw Material, Soul Seekers, People Watching, and
so they were your first ones?
Yeah, Piece 586, 586. So that's all the experience I had, and they thought I was good enough at my job to hire me to run a multi-million-dollar operation. So it was a little bit scary at first. Sphere of Hip Hop started in, I believe, 1997, 1998. It's just an online magazine where we do news and album reviews, interviews. We do a lot of MP3s and a podcast. Actually, last month was the first month that we had over 100,000 people listen to our podcast in one single month, and we've made a lot of strides in getting that syndicated out at other mainstream hip-hop websites and other Christian hip-hop websites as well. Elect is a record label I started a little while after I left Uprock in 2003. It's because there was a few artists that wanted to put albums out, but weren't necessarily touring or didn't have the resources or the knowledge to kind of do things themselves. So I felt compelled to help them out, and since then we've released 34 records, and we've got a couple singles and 2 Theory Has It projects coming out this fall.
Yeah. So tell us some of the artists that, we've just heard a couple, just tell us a couple more artists that are on Elect.
We have Scribbling Idiots, Just Me, Kazmeta, Theory Has It, I'm gonna forget some, Wonder Brown, Beat Rabbi, Dirt, he's a producer, Syntax Terrific, a new group called Carmel Skillington. There's a funny story behind that. A new artist out of Philadelphia named Muse One, and he's a really interesting artist because he's effectively kind of bridging the gap style-wise and content-wise between the two kind of like approaches to Christian hip-hop, where you get some that are more lyrical based and some that are maybe more, think of it as like a sermon and song sort of approach, and he really sits nicely in the middle and does some pretty awesome stuff.
Living in the light of the last days, are you born of the Spirit? Has your sin been paid? You can do for yourself, but your life will fade. Where are you gonna be on the last days?
So pick to be born again, just like you said. Will a doctor receive me in a hospital bed?
Nah, John 3:3, I'll say it so you can hear it. You're not reborn of the flesh, but of the Spirit.
So what can you tell me what will happen in fact?
You see, I just can't explain a supernatural act.
What does that mean?
God touches your life. Yeah, not quite. He'll manifest himself and come into your heart. A miracle takes place like Noah's Ark.
When you say manifest, what do you mean? Does he appear like a ghost or is he unseen?
Well, manifest means that God is revealed. You need to read the Bible like a spiritual meal.
So if I read the Bible, will this become clear to me?
If you seek with diligence and read it with sincerity.
Yeah, living in the light of the last days. Are you born of the Spirit? Has your sin been paid? You can live for yourself, but your life will fade. Where are you gonna be on the last days? Living in the light of the last days. Are you born of the Spirit? Has your sin been paid? You can live for yourself, but your life will fade. Where are you gonna be on the last day?
You try to fake the beat, you can't fudge it. You're falling apart like Kevin Rudd's financial budget. I'm so overhearing whack MCs, it's like Days of Our Lives, fake on TV screens. I shred the mic like cheese blocks on a grater. My words cut through your ears like women in labour. My words are silent like a criminal intruder. Instead I'm robbing your thoughts like cocaine robs the abuser. Your skills are atrocious, you're 15 years late. MC Hammer was fresh back in the 90s, mate. You're making Vanilla Ice look like he's not out of date. But don't worry, I'll get you an MC license with L plates. I cut your words off right before you get a breath. I'll pull apart your words like a speech therapist. Or better yet, your words have no cause or effect, or your words mean nothing, just like a blank check. Ooh. It's clear when you speak this, I see all your weakness. You're false, like false advertisement. I'm exposing the cheapness. Oh. You like that watch I never wanted, so I hocked it. You're melting in the sun like a hot block of chocolate. Smooth like running water, memory like a tape recorder. I'm sly like Mexicans trying to cross the border.